miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A handoff to Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Sometimes a day,
10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 99 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jones off the play fake. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive. And
that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They're just trying to get him touches. There's another one right there.
the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Jones. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
154.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 4. Defense wins championships, baby.
47.
Mike 4, Mike 4. Come on, 26.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
We go 46.
Check 45 to Mike. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike Ford.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 42.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for New England.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Take 4, take 4. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Jones, off play action. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Patriots.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, flushed out right.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Push him back.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. You can't block me. 47. You can't block me.
On play action, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 11 now.
You can't block me. Kill. Mike 4. Check. Mike 4. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 4. Man, that's trash. That's 154. Bang.
Play action now, Prescott. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
47. Let's go, D.
Now Prescott. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On first down. It's Jones. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Here's Prescott. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 81 right there. sneaky. Check that guy.
47. You better bring it. Mike 4, Mike 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Kill. 47. 26.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 46.
Again, it's Mixon. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 41.
Prescott now. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He juked him, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Second and 10.
Now Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 45 the mark. Check 45 the mark. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A big offensive explosion helped